Well, family, get on this boy, man. That's Booty Man Lee. Today is Sexy Saturday, July 2nd, 2022, in my city, Chicago, so they say. In the Bible, I just got through reading Proverbs chapters 17 through 24. And in one of them chapters, you can find it. You know, back in the day, they used to say games to be sold and not sold. And they say in the Bible, you pay for the truth. You don't sell it. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm the truth, you owe me, right? And that's why I say as long as you owe me, I'll never be broke. I'm gonna tell you about my work ethic, my work history. You know, I came out of the East Coast Wagon Train program, and I didn't have any money. And um, my sister, allegedly my sister, was getting money for me. Her and my caseworker set it up some kind of way where they was getting my money. I should have been like in an independent living program at 18 when I got, you know, relieved from DCFS, Department of Children and Family Services. They were supposed to find me an independent program, living condition, government funded program, and till, I figure out life skills and things of that nature. But because I stood up for myself at the age of 6 in 1973, and they knew I was a writer at the age of 8 in 1975, and they pretty much trolled me and figured out I was going to be somebody. They decided to go a different route. Now I knew this one girl named Alice. She was able to take advantage of all the perks and the programs. So DCFS, they helped her out, and in the end, I seen her when I was going through hell. She came up to me on the red line platform and kind of looked in my face, and I had this like dead look on my face, and she didn't say nothing like, I guess they just wanted to see the reaction. Some people just want to throw it up in your face, I guess, and I haven't seen her since or whatever. But yeah, they were supposed to help me like they helped Atlas and stuff. They didn't help me until they railroaded me after they, used me up and got everything they wanted and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But my work ethic, pretty much, when I got back from the, wilderness program, the Vision Quest program, at 17, I was trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. I knew I was trying to get my child abuse story out, so I gave my rap to Oprah Winfrey, of course, and she sent me back a letter talking about she can't use it right now, and some letters she give to everybody back then, you know. And I should have kept that letter. It would be fucking got, but I would have lost it amongst my stuff as well, anyway, because of the railroad. But anyway, yeah, she used to give away a copy signature letter saying, futuristic shit or not, you know what I'm saying? Bullshit letter, that's all she probably sent to everybody. But anyway, I was like, okay, Oprah on some bullshit. Let me see what's next and shit. So, my so-called sister used to get a big ass check to keep me in her house or whatever and stuff. And she gonna give me $50 a month. And I'm like, damn, I'm 17 going on 18 or whatever. And I was like, I had to tell my caseworker, I said, hey, this is not enough. So they amped it up to $75 a month. I said, well, let me try going to job court. I ended up going to job court on Halloween in Cleveland, Ohio. And I tried to be a nurse, but all I learned was how to make my bed because in the back of my mind, I always felt like they was playing me, and I was going to end up probably being a patient or like my mother, Mary Lee Wright, who was always in nursing homes or some kind of hospital, program or something. I felt I was always going that route, and sure enough, that's what they're trying to, do to me. But I got other plans. You understand what I'm saying? So I used to take before I went to job corps. I used to take a few dollars and try to sell pop. You know, I used to go to the store and get about. I went to the store and got like 4 cases of pop or whatever on the bus. You understand what I'm saying? And had to walk it 4 blocks to the house, right? And this was the only time I had did it. You understand what I'm saying? I tried to, sell it on the block for 50 cents out of my sister's house or whatever. My so-called nieces told Mary selling pop out. Mary, you can't be selling pop. So I took the pop to the blocks. You know, understand what I'm saying? Sold it for a quarter, made about 10 cents off each can. You know what she told me? Why you didn't keep none for the family? I'm like, you could have had all the pop you wanted if you would have let me make some money. I'm thinking you making all this money, so I humbled myself, because I knew, she was a problem. Then I ended up going to job corps, and I said, hey, you getting all this money? I'm only getting $75 a month. I know you gotta take care of the children or whatever. You can keep the money. Just give me my $75 a month. I'm gonna be gone for about 6 months. Okay, okay, okay. I come back. Hey, you got my money? Nope. But luckily, you know, Job Court was paying, and I ended up with about $600 or whatever and stuff. It's almost the same amount she was supposed to give me. So I knew my sister wasn't shit when it came to money. She was just greedy, and railroaded me, railroading. It's ridiculous and shit. You understand? So I ended up working at a barbecue place, 12-hour shifts. You understand what I'm saying? By myself, manager, cleaning up, cook, cashier, all that. I mean, for real, I know how to run a business for real. That's why I'm so good at what I do. And I was about, I don't know, 18, 19 years old at the time and stuff. I used to work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay? I'm just giving you a rundown of how hard I work. And I'm, still trying to figure out how I'm going to get my story out there or whatever and stuff and save the world and my child abuse, you know, victims and rap was coming up, but it wasn't like it is now and stuff. All that money woo out the band, but I ain't get none of that, right? So I worked at the barbecue place for about 6 months. His own sons didn't even want to work it and shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I was only getting $500 a month. I was like, shit, I can't do this. I quit. And he called me back. He gave me a little raise, but I quit again because it wasn't enough. And the smoke was killing me. And I was like, shit, fuck that. And I was young. So I ended up with, my ex girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, meeting her on the King Drive bus. Everything just, you know, I was with her at the time, matter of fact. And you know, she used to sell earrings or whatever and stuff, go to the wholesale store and stuff. And I was always looking at the people on the train selling stuff. I was like, I can do that. And then when I found out she was doing, I said, shit, I went down there with $40 and I've been flipping, I was flipping, 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 flipping. And that's how I started my sales position in the streets or whatever. $40 from a general assistant check I was getting and stuff. Real fucking tough. It was the last $40 and stuff. And I just kept flipping and stuff. And I ended up with cars, clothes, nice apartments, move out the bam. And it seemed like more money I ended up with, more problems. And do you know my fucking so-called caseworker, what I'm saying, that wouldn't help me at DCFS, she popped up, saw me making more money than her, basically. You understand what I'm saying? Probably. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't buy nothing from me. Instead, she thought I was gonna need her, and I didn't and stuff. So they railroaded me. Long story short, I worked several other jobs and stuff. You understand? I worked at this one place called Food Stuff. I was the first girl to work in the company or whatever, driving 8 trucks and stuff. Them motherfuckers worked me so hard. I ended up with a hernia. I worked at a place, a temporary place, um, doing some kind of putting phone stuffs together, whatever, like warehouse or whatever and stuff. In my prospect, they was paying $7 an hour, hardly no money. This is around when Aaliyah allegedly posed to die. I don't think she died. I really don't, because I told him in 1995 I already knew I'm worth more dead than I am alive. So a lot of people probably ran with that and stuff. And she was messing with R. Kelly, and they was always trying to bring us down, I believe, and stuff. And that's why R. Kelly going through hell, and that's why I'm going through hell, because we worth the most and stuff. He the king R&B, and I'm the queen of rap, for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? So I can see why. And they got this thing called Mac and Kills things or whatever and stuff. Some kind of some kind of deli or whatever and shit, or you know, the restaurant shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all symbolism and shit. Long story short, Aaliyah supposed had died. I was working at this factory in my prospect, and people was acting like I didn't, care. It was like kind of talking out loud, like she don't even. It's like, how do they even know to talk to me like that and stuff, But they was remembering what, you know, my potentials in 1995. They still trying to figure me out and stuff, trying to get me some kind of way, right? And so the people there at the factory was like, "Hey, we moving the factory out of town. Do you want to go out of town?" And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't care. I was in a relationship. I was trying to get away from my family, trying to get away from everybody, just trying to start over fresh and shit." So they was like, "Oh no, well we're not gonna do that, but we can put you in Skokie." You understand what I'm saying? At this place called Federal Mobile, and they usually hire people on if they do good and stuff, and I'm gonna recommend you. And sure enough, they got me on, and I end up having a lunch break, and this girl was having a lunch break at the same time. I ain't gonna lie and say she wasn't cute. She was cute, but I wasn't flirting with her and stuff. I was just, how you be just nice and stuff. I ain't had no problems and stuff. But this day I had a problem. Guess what day it was on? My birthday. Somebody was hating, and this was their excuse to try to, railroad me and stuff, because that was the whole agenda from the beginning. They called me in the office. They said, you know, we're gonna have to let you go because I can't tell you verbatim what they said, but I know it was on my birthday. That's the only thing that was sticking to my head, because that was the only thing that was relevant. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "You gotta let me go." It's like, yeah, I say it's my birthday. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, for real. So when they fired me on my birthday, I knew the motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about me and shit. So ain't no way I ever get a job. I would never get a job, never be on time because of this transit system and the fact that you know, they hating on a nigga forever. You understand? So let me see. I done had a couple more jobs and stuff. I worked at a car wash. They wasn't paying shit. They gave me a check. I put a one in front of that motherfucker. I think I was like early 20s and shit. And they fired me and shit. And I became my own boss and stuff. So I pretty much put the work in on myself, and I know my fucking worth and shit. That's what it is. That's why I put that one in front of shit. They weren't paying shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, and I was a brownie in the Girl Scout, I knew to eat the cookies and keep the money. You understand what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? I've always had that business savvy sense about me and stuff. So, don't be surprised. But when I try to get a game back, and y'all say game is to be sold and not told, and I'm like, no, you dumb as fuck, because according to the Bible, and that's what it say. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to pay for the truth, real, and the knowledge and all that and stuff. Real fucking tough. So while y'all think y'all getting over and shit, you still owe me. Real tough. This is not a game. Maybe I don't know what it is about people why they think they can get over on me. I guarantee you, Aaliyah ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? That's why they spoke out loud, because just like they try to say art say Michael Jackson, had died when I was on my way to anger management. You understand what I'm saying? But when I got to anger management, motherfuckers was looking at me like, "Girl, don't believe that shit." A lot of people just trying to get away from all that singing and dancing, and they made enough money, they can live happily ever after. Open up a little store and whatever case, get away. And they done railroaded R. Kelly. Now they got all his money. Now they coming after me, trying to get all mine. And I'm like, somebody got to die for real. And definitely ain't gonna be me. So that's kind of like, how hard I work to you understand what I'm saying? And then I position a lot of people to, and they troll me because I got good taste picking out shit when we out the band. And now they think they better than me. Imagine that. I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate. Instead of saying, well, these motherfuckers better than me. They think they know more than me. Know about this scripture right here. Isaiah chapter 41. Peace.